Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to my first Unholy DK video. This is going to be a 4-part series. First episode is going to be talents and gear. Second video is going to be our rotation and macros. Third video is going to be the PvP, where how it all ties into PvP. And then the last video is going to be how it's going to be all tied into PvE. So in this video, we're going to be go ahead and talking about Unholy DKs, what to gear in, and their talents. I'll have a full playlist in the description below. I know this is the first video, so there won't be anything in the playlist, but if you're watching this at a later date, there's a full playlist on all of the essentially sections of this guide. So let's just go and hop straight into it. Let's talk about the first row of talents. I think there's two options to choose from. First being Infected Claws or All Will Serve. Those are kind of the two options. Infected Claws, it just adds a 20% damage boost to your main minion. All Will Serve basically adds a another minion, and so it ends up being probably about the same amount of damage. If not, All Will Serve will have a little bit more, just because you have another pet putting out damage. Definitely the most popular opinion is definitely Infected Claws, but I personally like to run All Will Serve for sure. On the second row of talents, you can go in two different ways. You can go with the middle option, or you can go with Asphyxiate. The middle option just adds 20 yards to your Death Grip, or Asphyxiate is just a whole nother spell. It adds a stun. I like to macro Asphyxiate in the stun, especially in PvP, because it'll pull the enemy close to you and it'll stun them at the same time. So essentially you're getting them pull it to you and stun without you having to press two different buttons. I'll usually go into a burst after that, but we can actually go in depth on that in a PvP guide as well. That'll be its own video. The third row of talents, there's really only one option. Some people, I feel like I say in every guide is that you should actually honestly test out every specialization, see how you like it, because I think every specialization is definitely different for each person. But I think Soul Reaper is the way to go. It generates 2 runes as well, adds a haste regeneration boost, which you just can't beat that, to be honest. Fourth row of talents is where my talent guide is a little controversial. Everybody says you should go with Wraith Walk, which I would encourage you to try it, see if you like it. I personally think Death Pact is really good for PvP, just because when you're in a 1v2 situation, you kill off one of the guys, you're going to be low, the other guy might not be, you pop Death Pact, then you had a fighting chance to finish off that second guy. Or even in PvE, if the healer's not seeing you or something like that, you're really low, just go ahead and pop Death Pact. It's going to keep you alive so the healer can go ahead and get to you and start healing you for sure. The last 2 rows are pretty simple, and you can honestly go in any of the 3 for the last 2. I personally go with Persilience, which gives a percentage boost to apply festering wounds. I also use Unholy Frenzy in the last row, which gives a haste boost and auto attacks give festering wounds. But honestly, you can go in any of the 3, so feel free to test it out and see how you like it. That's going to conclude our talents. If you guys do have any questions about talents as well, or have any feedback, or have any suggestions for me to try, go and leave in the comments below. I'm always open to discuss with you guys about talents and stuff. And this is kind of going to be a short little video. It shouldn't be too long of a video. None of these videos should be super long, so because I personally don't like watching long videos, so I'm not going to make this super long. What to gear for? The biggest mistake that people get wrong when gearing is gearing the right specs for your specialization. Haste, it says that it increases your rune reproduction. Oh my god, that's a tongue twister. But honestly, the rune reproduction only goes up to 20%. After 20%, it's just going to add a character boost. So I would definitely say have 20% and have the rest be in critical strike and mastery for shadow damage, and get those big boy numbers. Gearing up on a DK can be extremely tough, just because, especially on Unholy DK, because you're DPS, so LFR Qs are going to be hard. Getting into, especially when you're low, is going to be really hard, into mythic zeros and stuff like that. I always recommend starting, make sure you have all of your side quests, make sure you have all of your quests essentially done. Once you get there, I would then go into if it's there, go into time walking. From time walking, then go to an LFR. Once you're geared up in LFR, you can then hop into mythic zeros. Mythic zeros, I believe, drop at 400, and they scale up in 5 every mythic zero. So you can even do mythic, essentially once after you get to 390 or 385, that's when you can do LFRs, and then you can also do mythic zeros. Mythic groups are going to be a little hard to find, so I'd recommend hosting your own group or playing with your guild. that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Also, if you enjoyed this talent guide or have any questions or anything, feel free to leave a comment down below. Also, like the video if you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time.